You know what? I have something that I need to say. I am tired. I am tired of the men that just don't go for it. They're just so scared. They think that they're gonna get rejected when it's like, bruh, like, just take a freaking chance. I am tired, sick and tired of this, excuse my language, but this pussy energy.
I want to be approached. I definitely want to be approached. I would love nothing more than a guy to approach me, to have the balls to come up and say, hey, how are you?
Genuine question for you guys. What happened to men being the pursuers? Y'all don't chase anymore.
One thing I just genuinely do not understand is why guys don't approach girls anymore, like while they're out at the bar. Maybe guys just don't approach me and that's like a personal problem I need to address at a later date.
All right, y'all. Here's a question. Why men don't approach women anymore? Glad you asked. Let's get into it, family. Happy Saturday, everybody. Number one, the fear of rejection. Women today, as we know, have some unrealistic standards. Some women. Unless he has a six-pack, six-figure, and is 6 feet, you can't talk to him. Number two, it's not just about the fear of rejection. For some men, it's the fear of being labeled a creep or a predator because the man that's approaching you isn't your type. So because he's interested in you, he a creep? Come on now. Number three, online dating, which has made it so men don't have to get rejected in person. Number four, social media. Now you can just run up in somebody's DM. You don't have to have communication skills. I think all this technology and everything has made our communication skills terrible, y'all. Terrible. And last, we've seen how women will reject men in unnecessarily rude ways. It's okay to not be interested, to try to embarrass them. Y'all, we gotta stop.
So you're almost 40, yes. And you've never been married? No. And you don't have kids? No. And you don't want to have kids? No. What have you done with your life? Well...
If she's truly a good woman, you probably wouldn't have matched with her at 30 and still find her single. Ask her about her 20s. Did she go through a wild phase, have many one-night stands or multiple ex-boyfriends? When those relationships ended, does she blame her exes without taking any responsibility? Let's be real, is she embracing the single mom status? If she's being honest, her answers might suggest, no, I wasn't exactly wife material. Here's a twist. Would she approve if her brother wanted to marry someone like her? Most likely, it's a firm no. Older women who resent men for pursuing younger women are self-centered. Those men you ignored in your prime, they're not interested now that you're on the decline. You made choices back then, so are you bitter about it now? You can't have it both ways. If we couldn't commit to you in your prime, we're definitely not interested in your post-prime drama. And seriously? You dumped James for Tyrone just because he had a cool motorcycle in college. Now Tyrone's turned out to be a jerk, with no protection, and suddenly you have his child. You know he's not father material, so you're relying on other guys for financial support. Sorry, but you're on your own with that. I'll let James know he's better off without you. Find someone else to cater to your needs. These women, they're just practicing in the bedroom. It's like a trend where they reject guys, do their thing, and then come back with kids from different fathers when they see the guy they dumped is successful. These modern women are blatant gold diggers. No shame. Men prefer women without fertility issues, so naturally they lean towards younger women. In the West, a 30-year-old woman often comes with a history of hookups, emotional baggage, a social media addiction, essentially Tinder 2.0, and possibly a child or two. It's all tied to the hookup culture dominating the West. If a man is considering settling down or starting a family, he's likely to prefer a woman who's 5, 10 years younger. Not only will she be more attractive than her 30-year-old self, but she's also less likely to bring along the drama I mentioned earlier. Additionally, her body is more suited for having kids, bounces back faster, and as a bonus, when her kid turns 18, she won't be a 57-year-old mom. By 30, a woman should ideally be a mother, or at least married because her prime time is somewhat in the past, and she should have a good explanation for her past choices. Many modern women are living it up, being promiscuous, and wasting their prime years just dating around for fun, or whatever they call it. By the time they reach 30, it becomes challenging to secure commitment because the men they desire don't have to settle for a woman over 30. They can choose someone younger, hotter, with less baggage. You know the deal. It's an obvious choice, even for someone not so bright. A man ready for commitment is at his peak, physically fit, financially stable, with a strong network, and his friends vouch for him. And guess what? He absolutely doesn't need to consider a 30-year-old. When a woman turns 30, she's already experienced a significant number of menstrual cycles, losing eggs along the way. This makes her less fertile, and the risk of miscarriage or Down syndrome increases. As she ages, things become more complicated, and her libido decreases. If she's been focused on a dating lifestyle, she has much less to offer a man, especially for a stable, healthy relationship. When dealing with a 30-year-old woman, there are a variety of risks and considerations to keep in mind. It doesn't take a genius, whether you're male or female, to realize she might be more trouble than she's worth. While she might still be in demand for fun times, locking it down for anything serious is another story. These women likely spent their prime years enjoying themselves and may not have much to offer men who've been focused on building their lives, which, let's face it, takes time. That's why men aren't exactly eager to commit to a woman who's 30 or older. Don't let anyone, regardless of their age, shame you for your dating choices. Your life is yours to live, and seeking approval from others shouldn't be a priority. We only get one shot at this, and while we all have regrets, this shouldn't be one of them. As long as both individuals are legal adults, it's no one else's business. Live your life on your terms. Some women are simply jealous, insecure, or dealing with their own issues. They might talk negatively about younger women dating their peers or older men going for younger partners. But that's their problem, not yours. Let them work through their problems on their own time, and don't waste yours on their nonsense. People should be free to pursue relationships with whomever they choose without facing shame or guilt. We've made progress with equality, right? Interracial marriages are accepted, and same-sex couples are no longer a big deal. But when an older man and a younger woman decide to date or get married, suddenly everyone loses their minds. They start spewing hate, calling her a gold digger or him a pervert. They crack jokes about robbing cradles and graves. In those moments, it's best to tell them to shut up and mind their own business. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.